Hi, my name is Michelle Cairns, and this is going to be a quick summary because I don't have time to go into all of the details, but they are all in the application form. So this is my most ambitious deal to date, and one of 4 which I completed in the nomination period. The Matterport, as you'll see, shows that I've achieved first class results, and the addition of the extra unit is an example of my creativity. My experience enabled me to ensure that the deal was profitable, and despite the challenges presented by Japanese knotweed, dry rot, repeated COVID lockdowns and problems getting materials, it was still a successful deal. Lastly, exiting the JV partner, who was also the main contractor, in such a way that both parties are still amicable, and I managed to retain 100% of the property, cash flowing at 20k profit per annum, with an equity of around 150,000, I think demonstrates my entrepreneurialism, tenacity and boldness. I'm Michelle Cairns, property investor, developer, educator and community facilitator. Thank you for considering me for Property Investors Award Investor of the Year. So if you are still here and you'd like to know the full story, I thought I'd add a bit on the end to give you more of a flavour and more detail.
Hi, a bit more about the deal. So behind me is the property itself. I bought it in auction for 153,000 as a block of 3 flats with a huge basement. We spent about £160,000 developing it, about £74,000 on the finance, and now that's left £150,000 of equity in the deal. It's now fully let and cash flows at £20,000 profit per annum. I found this deal through my community, so one of my networking meetings that I run regularly, a friend of mine sent me the deal. The investor was at the same meeting, and also the contractor that was the JV partner was also at the same meeting, so a really collaborative deal on this one. The opportunity with this one was to add an additional unit, so to create four flats, but actually when we looked at the floor plans I found a way to make it 5 flats, so it's now a block of 5 self-contained units. A quick background about myself. So apart from property, my other big passions in life are teaching and languages, and before getting into property I was a secondary school teacher. I taught French and Spanish for 10 years. Before that I lived in France and Spain and taught English as a foreign language, so a strong education background there. I decided to move into property about 7 years ago to become financially independent and to have more flexibility over my time and not trade my time for money. That led me to starting my own networking groups and bringing the local community together, and that really helped with deals and meeting investors and creating local contacts and giving back to the local community as well. More recently, the past 2-3 years, I've been working with Your Property Network magazine. I host their training programs and their podcasts and help put their courses together as well. A fun fact, I used to volunteer for Tony Robbins events as one of their volunteers, and that's a bit about me. So my name is Michelle Cairns, property investor, developer and educator. Thank you for watching until the very end. Bye bye.